Let's talk about Resident Evil 4 on PS5 versus PS5 Pro. Is the new Pro console going to give you a big advantage with this game? Well, I think it does. The advantage isn't huge, but this is one of those games where the developers did do a good job of optimizing for the PS5 Pro. The improvement can be seen with the loading times. Continuing the game from dashboard here is about 3 seconds faster on the Pro. I mean, 3 seconds isn't a whole lot. It's definitely not worth $250, but hey, it's still a win for the Pro, even with that larger 2TB SSD. In terms of the graphic mode selection, you still get the same two modes on the Pro. There's frame rate mode that locks the frame rate to 60 and varies the resolution dynamically. You can also turn ray tracing on or off on both consoles. In this first side-by-side comparison, I'm running that frame rate mode with ray tracing turned off. Visually, there's really no difference between the two here. At times, the Pro might look slightly sharper, but both consoles really look identical. The regular console drops resolution as low as 1800p in some cases, but the Pro should hold a higher minimum and stick closer to that 4K target. The second mode is resolution. Here I do have ray tracing turned on. Both consoles lock the resolution to 4K and instead vary the frame rate. Here once again, the differences between the two consoles are really non-existent in terms of the visuals, the graphics, the resolution. It all looks identical really. So yeah, to most people, this is not really any differences. You're not going to notice anything sharper or improved lighting or reflections or anything like that on the Pro. By the way, there is a difference between that frame rate mode without ray tracing and resolution mode with ray tracing, and I compared the two modes here on the PS5 Pro only. It's really the water reflections that are different with ray tracing. Everything else is similar. Now let's talk about the performance, the FPS, and that's where PS5 Pro does have an advantage. First up is frame rate mode. Ray tracing is turned off. Both consoles here hold a solid 60 FPS, so you're not gonna see the Pro's advantage with these settings. The second mode, resolution with ray tracing turned on, is where the PS5 Pro gives you a bit of an edge. You can see the regular console dropping frames here. It stays in the low to mid 50s in some of those heavier sections of the game. This is where the PS5 Pro manages to still get a locked 60 FPS even with ray tracing on and the highest resolution. That's all good, but still, that's not the PS5 Pro's main feature here. The Pro now gets a high frame rate mode. That's something you don't get on the regular console. That gives you an unlocked frame rate for ultra high FPS gameplay. Here you can see the PS5 Pro running in 120Hz mode. You do need a compatible display like a LG C4 that I have here. On the left is frame rate mode with ray tracing turned off. That runs around 100 FPS. On the right is resolution mode with ray tracing turned on, and even there you get well above 60 FPS. PS5 Pro averages 80 to 90 FPS even at those high graphic settings. So that's what you need to know about Resident Evil 4 on PS5 versus PS5 Pro. For sure, this is one of the better PS5 Pro enhanced titles, especially because of that high frame rate mode. For the rest of the video, I have some more side-by-side comparisons, so check those out and let me know if you noticed something that I missed. I'll give you a cookie.
Here we go.
La campana. Hay que obedecerla.
Él nos invoca. Tenemos que servir. Al Lord Sadler Todopoderoso. Give me a break already. Ah!